Introduction. I want to thank, I'm very deeply grateful to Dr. Thalia Arawi and her colleagues for the honor of addressing the intrepid individuals who are honored today in the Medical Humanism Awards, the Moral Courage Awards, and the Humanism and Professionalism Awards. Congratulations to each of you and your families, your friends, and your colleagues, and my thanks to all for the honor of addressing you today. The center of my controversy focused on violations of academic freedom, of scientific integrity, and the protection of patients in research. And as in all similar stories, my story began with a choice. And mine was, should I disclose safety concerns to patients about an experimental drug against legal threats and without the support of my academic institutions, or keep quiet? Now, many of us will not be called upon to prescribe a doubtful drug or conceal a perceived risk from a patient. But as you will hear, all of the awardees of today have spoken for the vulnerable. And as many of them have experienced, many of us will come to a crossroads in life where a profound personal decision places perhaps our moral compass, our livelihood, or our reputation in the balance. A crossroads which what will confront us is both the right thing and an easy alternative. We now know better than we did 25 years ago as to what happens to many in medicine who act with conscience in the face of power, harassment, the questioning of personal and professional competence, erosion, and often loss of their profession. Many are faced with a bureaucracy which, as Professor Fred Alford has described, aims to transform an act of conscience from one of principle to one of private disobedience. And so many acts of conscience, such as those for which our awardees are honored today, lead to what many of us think of as important choices in life. But as today's awardees probably all already know, some choices in life really aren't choices. As Iris Murdoch wrote, at crucial moments of choice, most of the business of choosing is already over. That is because, in fact, we choose by how we have lived our lives up till that point. Then our lives choose for us. But in medicine, many of the stakes and the rules that guide those choices appear to have changed. Many forces today, made in the names of efficiency and financial imperatives, shape our choices as physicians. Many of us absorb our attitudes and our values from the workplace. Many of us may become acculturated to those values and interject them. They may become our values. I believe, against considerable opposition, that this is not often for the better of our patients. As philosopher and ethicist Carl Elliott has written, it is much harder to remain a decent person when the pressure to break the rules is unyielding, when the stakes are high, and when the consequences of losing are extreme. If we want the moral compass of physicians to point true north, we must make it easy for them to calibrate those compasses according to the needs of patients and not the demands of the marketplace. Today's awardees are being honored because of the direction of their moral compasses, the difficult choices each of them made in the face of an easy alternative. Each of them acted with courage, with grace, and with fortitude in what Iris Murdoch called those crucial moments of choice, for which they are rightly honored. Thank you, and again to our awardees, congratulations. It has been a privilege to address you today.